In today's video, I'm going to be testing the Caran D'ache colored pencils, which are arguably one of the most expensive colored pencil brands in the world. And I'm going to be putting them up against the Prismacolor pencils, which have a decent price range. So the Caran D'ache colored pencils are expensive. This is for the set of 100, which it comes with 2 blacks and 2 whites, so let's just give them a round of applause for that. Okay, so let's talk about the barrel of the pencil. This may look like just a basic colored pencil, but if you compare it to other brands such as Prismacolor, there are many differences. And I use Prismacolor most often, and I'll be comparing the Caran D'ache pencils to the Prismacolor ones in this video, like I said earlier, to see who will win. That was cringe. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so if you look, one of the first things is that the lead in the Caran D'ache colored pencil is bigger. So if you look, it's a little bit hard, but you can see that the Prismacolor is much smaller. It's not a huge difference, but it just is better to have your pencils with like thicker lead or like a thicker wood coating thing so that they don't break, because I drop my pencils a lot and they always break and get eaten up by my pencil sharpener. Another difference, which kind of goes along with this thing, the thickness factor, is that the Caran D'ache colored pencils have like this cap, which also just protects the lead, which is great. Another difference is that the Caran D'ache colored pencils, part of the reason why they're so expensive, actually probably the main reason, is that Caran D'ache prides themselves in being the pencils with the highest light fastness quality. On every pencil, it's going to say permanent color, this little symbol, and give LF and either a 1 or a 2. So let me find one that actually has a 1 on it. So for example, right here, and basically that's just going to symbol like how light fast the color is, and basically light fast means that if you put your drawing out in the sun, it isn't going to fade, which is great, but I don't really think my drawings need to sunbathe. All the colored pencils are still light fast, even if one's like an LF one, just like the color I showed, like the purpley one. They're just like more light fast, like these ones are more light fast if it's LF2. Okay, so another difference that kind of works in Prismacolor's favor is the fact that the color name is like right here, carmine red, and then in this one, on the Caran D'ache colored pencils, it's like written all around here, so it's like really hard to read. Finally, another really, like probably the most noticeable difference is that the Caran D'ache pencils are mainly made out of wood, except for this little cap and obviously the lead, which, what is lead made out of? Wood? No, lead. It's colored. I don't know. Whereas the Prismacolor lead has this like little crust. There's probably more, but those are probably just the main ones, besides like the actual quality of the pencils, because I have not made them in a drawing yet, so let's get to that. Okay, so we're starting off with swatching, and so far they're pretty good. No complaints really. They seem a little bit hard and soft at the same time. I don't really know. But the swatching portion is just going to help me later in the video when I'm looking for the colors, because as I said before, I cannot read the color name on the Caran D'ache colored pencils. So I was going to use this as one of the challenges, but I'm not going to swatch all 150 Prismacolors. Right, so we're just going to dive right in for this drawing, and we're drawing lips. Are you really surprised about that? So I'm just using the swatching card as well as Procreate and getting all the colors, which took a decent amount of time actually. So my thought for this is that I could do this drawing and then compare it to another lip drawing that I've done with Prismacolor, because I draw a lot of lips. I love lips. Mwah. So this actually didn't take that long, and I'm really surprised. Like, the colored pencils were so fun to like draw this. Like, they were soft and hard at the same time. Honestly, I'm shocked. Like, I've heard good things and bad things from the Caran D'ache colored pencils, like they weren't worth someone's money, but honestly, based on this drawing, Prismacolor better watch out. Cringe, by the way. Now I'm looking for my favorite Prismacolor lip drawing of all time, I think, in my opinion. It took a while, but here it is. I'm really happy with this drawing. I did this like 6 months ago, but yeah, so let's see who's the winner. Comment which lips you think are better, but in my opinion, the blue ones are better, so score 1 to 0. Now it's time to draw a portrait, and I'm very excited and nervous, because if the Caran D'ache colored pencils don't work well, then it's not looking good for them. But yeah, so I didn't end up recording for the Prismacolor side just because I've drawn with them so many times before, and I might have forgotten to record, but yeah. So here's the short that I made, and now it's time for the Caran D'ache side. And it's just me and Procreate, honestly, at this point, trying to find the right colors. And the colors took so long to pick out, not gonna lie. But I feel like I picked out some of the right colors. Like, honestly, this yellowy beige color that I used for the, like, base color, it has, like, an equal in Prismacolor. It's called Eggshell White, I'm pretty sure. But honestly, they were, like, the exact same color. The Caran D'ache colored pencils, they worked well. There was this weird texture, and it only really happened with the brown. It did happen a few other times, and I just tried to prevent that, and I think I learned over time. But the colors are looking fire on the face. But now I'm doing markers for the hair and the background, which I could do on the other side, so don't yell at me for using art supplies other than colored pencils, but I was not about to fill in the whole background with colored pencils because that would take an outrageous amount of time. The background honestly took enough time by itself, just kind of trying to find the right colors, which was very hard, but now I'm just going over the hair with colored pencils, and I just used whites and purples and black, and as well as a gray one time. Now I'm just doing all the little details on her dress, and I'm reorganizing all of the colored pencils back into their correct spots as well. Here's how it turned out. The Caran D'ache just has a very weird texture, but if that wasn't there, I feel like they'd win. So I'm going to do my next drawing on textured paper. I did these other drawings using both sets of colored pencils, and honestly, I think they turned out great. I think the best way to use them is if you use both brands together. Here's an overview of everything I made, and my final thoughts is that they're great colored pencils. You kind of just have to learn how to use them and use them right, but I think they are worth it, but not for beginners. Like, I feel like you can buy other colored pencil brands for cheaper and then get more advanced and then buy them, but I do think they are worth the money if you have the right skill level. If I had to pick one colored pencil brand to win, I'd say Caran D'ache, but that's just me, so it kind of just depends what you're going to use them for. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!